As far as we are concerned, there is only one planet in our solar system that is able to create life. Earth's atmosphere regulates the temperature by providing a blanket of gases that not only protects us from excessive heat and harmful radiation from the sun. Therefore, the planet provides cold and hot seasons so that everyone can live on this planet. Earth animals look is full of stories and mysticism. I invite you to submerge and explore a new adventure. Come with me to experience a new day on our planet. The Diary of a Planet. You must be wondering what that bee is doing now. Attracted to the scent of that flower, she woke up early to work today. It's a sunny day and she's working with her colleagues to bring some food to the queen bee and also to the next generation of bees. At least 80% of the crops and flowers of the planet depends on their work. The more bees, the better the harvest, and their job is vital for our survival. However, they are not the only ones who help with that activity. Butterflies' diets, as well as bees, are composed of pollen and nectar. They are added particles while they are eating, and it's transported to other plants, helping the reproduction of their own. Without them, we would not have coffee, watermelon, blueberries, avocado, mango, cherries, endless quantities of plants and fruits. She's carrying her own weight with nectar, but this won't stop her from doing what she's planning to do. Bees are quite intelligent. They can smell and see colors that human beings can't. They can figure out the distance, and the vast majority of them can pass unnoticed. We own then the beauty of these crops. Unfortunately, there are some factors that threaten the lives of bees, such as the use of pesticides. We are going to visit the only place where bees can't go because of the low temperatures. Let's go for a ride. Let's get ready to go to the northern hemisphere. The Arctic ice keeps a secret. Despite being in a hospital and a desert climate, it is full of life. The polar bear has spent a great deal of time in her shelter, but she has not been alone. Her name is Ariana. The polar bear is one of the greatest predators in the Arctic, although the way they survive is getting harder and harder due to the fact that the North Pole is losing more ice than years ago. Therefore, it's unlikely for them to hunt their prey and get energy that they need to survive. A few kilometers the ice is melting, and there is an area that there are a lot of trees, as if they were a tropical area. During the spring, those trees produce oxygen that refresh the atmosphere and let a great diversity of wild animals get to the place at this time of the year. Within these trees coexist a great variety of wild animals that try to survive with extremely cold temperatures. Meanwhile, there are some places on the planet that get dark, and there are others that the sun gets out. The sunrise is magical in places where the ecosystem is full of life. There are some animals that were wintering and woke up from their naps to have more energy and to be able to reproduce. There are places where there are no seasons. The rainforest is an area that needs to rain, but the climate is changing drastically. Therefore, the whole area is suffering from drought. Can you imagine living in a place without water and with hot temperatures? Well, this camel is prone to live in that kind of environment. Camels tend to keep that fat, but they keep it in their humps. Therefore, they get more energy at the time of shortage. His nose and eyes are prepared to endure the harsh weather conditions, and with only 2 toes, they can travel for many hours to find water and some food. I assure you that not many animals are prepared to endure harsh weather conditions. Let's see what Ariana is doing right now. In order to be able to survive, baby polar bears need to pay close attention to the mother's instructions. It is vitally important to follow what a mother polar bear does so that they can survive. One of the greatest features is that polar bears are incredibly patient. They can walk for hours to find some food. They have a keen sense of smell. They can smell from a long distance. Their paws are strong enough to move faster in the eyes. Remaining silent is quite important so as not to scare the prey. Baby polar bears have not learned to be quiet yet. Let's keep it down and allow her to keep on finding some food. In the meantime, come with me to visit another continent. When dust and water get together, it helps to generate the biggest bond in the world. In which it grows crops to feed herds of animals. This giraffe is looking calmly at this family of elephants, one of the most protected species of the planet. They teach the new member of the family how to survive. Elephants have lived for more than 50 millions of years in these lands. This animal inspires respect and mysticism. Sadly, 30,000 of elephants are slaughtered by human beings who are looking for ivory. The giraffe is astonished by the mysticism. She doesn't perceive that there are other species that are looking for some food. This territory belongs to a clan of lions. They are experts in hunting and they take advantage of the fact that giraffes are not paying attention to the fact that they are around. They are ravenous and the little lions too. It's important that the little ones observe and learn how to hunt a giraffe, since it doesn't happen often. Therefore, they need to wait for the right moment to hunt. Another lioness joins to hunt. There are so many lions that haven't eaten anything over the past few days. Now is the perfect moment to attack. The roar of one of the little lions makes the giraffe realize that he wants to eat her, so it helps her to run away to be safe. Tonight, the little ones are going to be hungry, and their mothers will keep some energy to try it again tomorrow. Fresh water is essential to bring life to each place on our planet. The evaporation of the water causes rain. It is a cycle that feeds rivers as they go through long distances. We need them to survive. 70% of the surface is covered by water. And the cycles of life are as important as the ocean. Surely, there are many species we know very little about them. This particular sound comes from one of the most extraordinary animals on our planet. This whale is getting closer to tropical waters. Whales are vital to the ocean. We can say that they are engineering of the ecosystem, as they help in different ways to bring life to the ocean. But today, their habits are threatened by industrial fishing. When they go on their way, they find other species that are migrating. They can reach high speeds. They are also accompanied by other species that don't need to reach the surface to breathe. They only need to reach the surface to eat, since the strong winds and thunderstorms help them to find some food. Some are totally aware of the situation and flee. However, others, thanks to their body structure that allows them to be on the surface, they try to get close to the shore to find their families. The sun goes down and you must be wondering what happened to Ariana, our polar bear friend. Fortunately, Ariana and the little ones have found something to eat for food supply for a few days. She's an excellent mother, and the little ones will grow soon, and they can weigh more than 300 kilograms, and they may weigh more than 2 meters high. Unfortunately, they and their future generations will lose their adequate habitat. The sea ice will complicate them to get some food on a solid surface. Summers are getting longer. Although they have adjusted to swim several kilometers, the vast majority of them die of hunger and exhaustion. Climate change is the biggest threat for survival. However, not only do they are at risk, but they also have to face the fact that humans want to hunt them and sell their furs to trade. My generation was not able to meet these animals, but you can combat that threat and create a better place to live with, for people and for the environment. We should consider the way we use and produce energy, food and water. We should protect the woods and help our animals to live longer. It's our duty to look after our planet and get the chance to get close to nature, not only in holograms but in real life too. The polar bear died out in 2010 due to the indiscriminate fishing. It was the last time we saw a whale. In 2035 was a crucial year for the elephants. Human beings were conscious of protecting animals and avoiding the extinction of them. As regards bees, we haven't got the accurate percentage. Scientists are still studying them, and it was quite noticeable of wildlife loss on the planet. You can get involved in looking after the planet. It is dedicated to my family and my friends. Let's hope for the best.